Okay, we now, as I understand, we need to grab a bite to eat, and we do have... No? Mayor Zaire?
We first have to have their special council meeting. Yes, just bear with me. You have the agenda in front of you. However, there was one added item that we need to add to the agenda, and this had to do with the approval of 2 hot dog carts at an annual garage sale, which is May 3rd, prior to our May 5th council meeting. That information was sent to you, and we need to add that to the agenda with 2/3 present, so that will be 8. Those in favor of adding that item to the agenda? Those opposed? That is carried. Councillor Verbanovich, can you put him on, please?
Just for a quick sec, Mr. Mayor, as you know, none of us were able to, because of the way the agendas worked out today and how late we were, able to attend the day of mourning today, and several of us were scheduled to go. So I'd just like to suggest that we take a minute and pause for a moment of silence in recognition of those. I know Mr. Wilmer represented the city in our absence, but I think it would be appropriate. And I think it's also a reminder that when we do agenda setting in the future, we actually have clerks work with our staff to just double check, are there any of those big kind of community events that we need to work around in the scheduling?
However, it probably wouldn't have made any difference today. I mean, we do what we have to do. For those who aren't familiar, and perhaps someone who might be watching, the Day of Mourning is for to remember those who've been injured or killed during the workplace or in the workplace. So I'd ask us to stand for a moment. Thank you. Motion to go into camera. Councillor Fernandez, Councillor Glenn Graham. Those in favour? Sorry, was on this point, Councillor Gazzola? Just a minute. You have to get.
I question why the first item is being dealt with in camera, why it cannot be dealt with in public. It's information that the entire community should know, I think.
That is a valid question, and I would suggest that before we deal with that item in the caucus, I've been talking about it here, why, would probably tip the hand, and so I think that we will deal with that first off when we get into the caucus room. So, failing that, those in favour again, please. Opposed, that's carried. And approval of the hot dog cart license. Those as moved by Councillor Galloway-Sealock, seconded by Councillor Davey. Those in favour. Opposed, that's carried. And bylaw for 3 readings. Councillor Galloway-Sealock, Councillor Verbanovich. Those in favour. Opposed, that's carried.
Yeah, sure. Do you also know